All right, let's do this. Let's blink this a bunch of times. This will one-shot the opponent. All right, let's go in for 3. And we'll blink this. We'll get a couple more end steps. Oh my gosh, look at how many... Oh, and we get a Myco Tyrant. Let's go. We're going to get double triggers on the Myco Tyrant too. Okay, not double triggers because it came in second. But you know what? Double Chamil, Myco Tyrant triggers, and we get all of these insects. This is crazy. Guys, we've got a really weird deck list for you today, but trust me, it's a ton of fun and it is very, very different. We're running a brand new card today that we're trying to break from Final Fantasy. Now, give me a break on this one. The pronunciation might be a little rough, but I'm gonna guess Y'shtola. And this card right here is so sick. It's a 6-mana card that I'm going to play a lot of because there's so many ways to play it. But basically, it gives you a ton of extra end steps, which is really interesting. But you're also going to be able to blink a permanent on and off the battlefield, a creature in particular, which I thought would work pretty darn cool with something like the Myco Tyrant. Because the Myco Tyrant says on the end step, you create these number of fungus tokens based on how much you've descended the turn. So if you can do this multiple times, up to 3 times per turn, it can get really, really crazy and really big, really fast. So that's the goal here today, but we're gonna have to do some self-milling, of course, and descending to do this, as well as get some good enter the battlefield triggers that we can blink with Y'shtola. So we've got things like the Fangkeeper's Familiar, which is a really good ETB effect. You get to choose one of 3 things. Surveilling is one of those things so that we can descend, we can destroy enchantments, we can counter creature spells. We've got a really sweet new card, Cloud of Darkness. It's a really good card to blink because it can remove things off the battlefield and give it -XX based on the number of cards in your graveyard. We've also got some really good life gain early on with the Void Warlock. This is going to gain us some 3 life. It can transform if we want it to on the other side, which can get extra powerful based on the number of cards in our graveyard. Some really good blinkable cards here. We've got another new card, Town Greeter, which early game can mill us out and then also pull back some lands from the graveyard for us to help us hit our land drops. But what's really cool today too is we've also got the Overlord of Belmurk. And because we get a bunch of extra end steps, we're going to be removing these impending counters off of this 3 times as fast, which is really, really cool. Another really cool trick we got here today, though, is we got a Chamil, which gives us on the end step the ability to discover 5. So we can do this ability multiple times too. But if we get all of these things on the battlefield at one time and they're all popping off, this deck is crazy. It is a very difficult thing to kind of constantly do and be consistent at to get all those pieces on the field, but it's a really good self-mill deck that just outgrinds opponents and gains you some life and really keeps you in the games longer to hopefully grind them out with the Myco Tyrant and hit them with the fungus tokens. So super fun list, and again, a little bit complicated for me even to play, but I thought it was a really interesting idea, and hopefully we got something special here that you guys can build on and maybe give you guys some ideas on how to run the Y'shtola a little bit better than this. So again, we're going to be playing this card again in the future in some other builds, so be on the lookout for that. But thanks for watching. Enjoy the video, and we'll see you at the end. Peace. All right, guys, we've got a really fun deck list for you today revolving around, I want to say Y'shtola. I'm not going to say the name too many times because I don't want to screw it up too badly, but I believe that's how you say it. But it's a card from Final Fantasy that allows us to blink. And it's just gonna be a lot of fun because it gives us extra end steps too, which works so good with the Myco Tyrant. So we're doing a lot of self-milling today. The opponent, though, on maybe Wizards, because we got an Otter here that deals damage whenever they cast a non-creature spell. That is very wizard coded. Let's go ahead and get the Greeter down, get some more mana here. Well, we just lost 2 removal spells, which could have been extremely helpful in this matchup. But hey, you know, it happens, I guess. No blocks. We're going to take the 2, and then they're going to definitely hit us with some instant speed stuff. Nope, just more wizards. All right, this one says it just creates the wizard. Okay, that's fine. Do we want to gain some life here this turn? I think so. If I gain some life and then play the Myco Tyrant, hit the Fabled Passage, and get down to Tender, I think that's the play. Yeah, let's gain a little bit of life here. I think life gain going to be very helpful. No attacks. We can also block really well against this board, so hopefully can mitigate some damage going forward. Burst Lightning for 2. That's fine. They're going to double up on the removal. That's pretty nice. We might just go for another Void next turn then. If they're doubling up on the removal here, I can maybe bring back another one here. Gain that life right back. Interesting. I will be taking out your wizard here. You do know this, right? We got a combat trick or something? Monstrous Rage? Really? I mean, maybe. Oh, another burst lightning. Okay. I mean, we stopped the oh, I guess it was an 0-1. It wouldn't have had combat damage anyways, but sure. Ooh, your Stola is in the hand here. I'm going to play this, though. I'm going to play a Tenders, and I'm going to play my Void again to gain another 3 life. By the way, we can blink the Void repeatedly with the you know, the blue spell and gain a lot of life. Oh, man. Dominus, what you got for me? Nothing, huh? Nothing, huh? Oh, this is going to be a really good turn. Oh, wait. Can I play this now? Oh, I can because the Tender's 4, 5. Yeah, I can. You know, let's do it. I think gaining life takes the precedence here. All right, let's go get this down. Auto pay. Exile probably just a land from the graveyard. Perfect. No attacks and do some blinking. Let's go. We're gonna gain a lot of life here, guys. There's an extra 3. There's an extra 3, and we're right back into it, man. Right back into it. With a much better situation, in my opinion, than they have. Because, yeah, I was gonna say, we have the Myco Tyrant next, and we're gonna start self-milling. And what would have been really cool is if they let us get one more turn here, because the Myco Tyrant was gonna come down with a Town Greeter. We were gonna mill 4 cards, probably triggering this for 4. And then it was going to trigger an additional 2 more times. So we would have had, I mean, what, 12 creatures on the field, getting this to a 12-12. Insanity. Man, what an interesting starting hand here. There's too many verges for me to keep this because I don't have any access to black, but I would love to keep it if I could. Oh, we have a Chamil. I haven't been able to play the Chamil once yet. This could be solid. Ooh, you know what? I think I'm actually going to put back the Myco Tyrant. I think I want to just try to ramp into the Chamil as fast as possible here. That could be really fun and interesting, man. Especially if I get the, you know, the blinking down early. Yeah, let's get the Tender down right away so I can start milling if I have to. See what happens. The opponent probably thinks that we're just on some Golgari Beanstalk deck, but that's not what we're doing. All right, we get a Greeter down. And no lands in the yard. Wow, okay. No lands off of that one, and we lost a Myco Tyrant. Not a bad thing, though. We can always get it back with the Overlord of the Baelmerk, but you know what? That's still not feeling great. Not a great mill. Was hoping to get a land in the hand there. We better hope this can resolve. All right, it's Pixie. Shoot. Okay, please tell me they don't, you know, force too many discards here on us. Please. Oh, I need that really bad, but I can't afford to miss a land drop. So you must go. You must go. Let's go ahead and get this down, I guess. Exile you. All right, that's all I got. That's all I got. I'm willing to trade the Pixie every day of the week because the Pixie is something that, you know, if it sticks around, can be bounced and bounced and bounced, and it's really annoying. So getting rid of a Pixie here for a 1/1 greeter is totally worth it in my opinion. Especially because it powers up my Warlock too, so big win there. I'm hoping for back-to-back lands here, which is really sad because it's not like you're not going to be able to... I'm not going to be able to play anything here next turn, but I really want to get the Chamil down. I think it's going to be so much fun. Opponent's looking to maybe get rid of the Warlock here, maybe with like nowhere to run. I don't know. They're in a bit of a pickle here, just as much as I am. They seem to be missing their 3rd land drop, which is really good. And they weren't able to get the turn 1, you know, Hopeless Nightmare, so. All right, scratch what I just said about the missed land drop. All right, believe it or not, my friend, you're gonna... Mine's gonna be blown. I'm getting rid of that. Okay. I guess so. We attack. Come on, game. I cannot believe we still missed that land drop early on with the Town Greeter. That's crazy. I mean, look at how many cards we've milled off the top of our deck, and we've only seen 3 lands. Like, kind of wild. Kind of wild. Is there an Overlord in here? There's not. Okay, because this has a 3rd level here where I can actually discard a card and then go get a creature from my graveyard, which is definitely going to be doable with the Chamil in hand here. So there goes 2 of our lands. That's fine though. We'll gain a little bit more life here. This is actually going to flip, and the opponent's going to be in trouble here if they don't deal with it. So let's see if they're willing to play Nowhere to Run here or something like that. No attacks. We can take a few hits from the Fear of Isolation. This town ain't big enough. Sure, that's fine. I gain life when that enters the battlefield, so that's kind of a win for me. They might have another momentum breaker though, and I don't want to lose the tender because it's ramp for me into my Chamil. Man, we got super unlucky with this game, but you know what? We still are in a really good position here to win it, so I'm cool with that. What are we doing with that? Are we tapping down my tender here? Oh, you're going to go for the emblem. I guess that's fair. Plussing it 1 so the tender doesn't do much when it damages it. Okay, we discard a Chamil. Get back some options here, man. There's some really big options here. I guess this could guarantee my land drop. Well, it can't guarantee. We just realized that it missed last time. But it could get me my land drop that I need for the Chamil. Yeah, let's go for it. Town Greeter. There we go. We did hit the land drop we need. Okay, so we will be getting out the Chamil, which is really solid. Let's go ahead and exile land here. Get down our Void Warlock, and it's going to flip into a 12-3. It's going to get tapped down, though, by Kaito. That's not a question. Tap down. I mean, it still dies to a Nowhere to Run, too. Pretty bad matchup for that card because it's got 3 toughness at all times. Is that what we're doing? Are we Nowhere running it into the ground? Pretty excited, though. I want to see what the Chamil, you know, I want to see just how busted that card can be when we get our blinking mechanic down and our ability to play extra end steps. I feel like the Chamil is going to go crazy for us. I haven't done it yet. It may not even work the way I think it does, but I'm pretty sure it does. You stole. I feels like I don't know how to say this. It's just such a weird one. Even the last word, rule. Is it rule or roll or? Take a break. Oh no. Well, we're not getting down Chamil next turn. Temporary lockdown. Fun stuff, man. Gonna have to wait one more. Man, they are the no fun police. Okay, are we gonna bounce the temporary lockdown? Why are we touching the lockdown? Lockdown only has my cards underneath, so if you're gonna bounce that, I'm the one who's gonna get value out of it, I guess, but my eyes are as sharp as Surveil 2, draw. That Kaito is going to be a problem, guys. We really do have to deal with that soon because they're getting too much card advantage off of it. I mean, what if we get hit with the Spell Pierce here, guys? That would be so sad. I really, really hope there's no counter spells in their deck. Most of the time, these Pixie Esper decks don't have too many counter spells, if any at all. It's like 1 Spell Pierce or something, but you just never know. I mean, this was a really interesting top deck. If I go with the Chamil on this turn, which I've been begging to do this entire game, I mean, I'd be so happy if it resolved, but it does feel like there's some priority sticks here. It could be Blast Zone, though. Could be Creature Lands. This might be worth playing first just to be on the safe side. Get rid of the Kaito. They might just flash in another Kaito, though. I'm going to regret this because they're going to make me discard the Chamil. I bet you anything they're going to make me discard the Chamil. But this is the safest thing I have for resolving. Yep, okay. They did have a counterspell. Glad we got this down. Whew. No more lies. Who runs that in their Esper Pixie deck? I mean, that's cool. It's a great card. It makes sense to run. It's just, I didn't expect it. I'll tell you that much. Why would you go with the blast zone ticking up here? The only thing you can blow up is these, and they're all 3 drops. You'd give me back these. So we know they only had 1 No More Lies, right? Because they cast it, and then I paid the 3. They didn't cast another one. I'm really glad we went with the removal there. If I had gone Chamil, I would have been crying. The old me would have absolutely thrown down the Chamil. It would have been like, you know what? Bet. I guarantee you don't have it. The degenerate gambler inside of me. But we can't let that guy talk anymore. We got to just do our thing. All right. The opponent, though, still 1 card we don't know about in hand. This could still end up pretty badly for us. We should try to attack first, obviously, just to try to draw something out if they have it. They saw me discard a Chamil earlier, and they're probably curious as to why I did that. They probably think I have another one in hand, so... Wow. No answer for that. Okay. Show me counterspell. This can be flashed in, right? Oh, it can't. Why did I think that could be flashed in? Nice! We got it on the battlefield. Let's go! Give me something spicy. Yes, dude! That means we get our blinks to... Oh, man. This is GG's. This is GG's. Oh, my God. We're gonna get multiple Tramiel triggers going forward. Let's go. They have to get that up to 6 to blow up the artifact because... I mean, you can get it to 5 and blow up the Overlord, but I still have to trample. You know what? They gotta go to 3, and they have to pull the trigger on it. Actually, now that I think about it, they have to, because they can't let my my 18 3 trampler stay out here. I'm actually glad they found an answer to that because I want this game to go a little bit longer because I want to show you guys the silliness it can actually do. Imagine too if our Chamil finds the Myco Tyrant. If it finds a Myco Tyrant and I blink the Overlord a few times, that could get pretty silly too. Oh man, this could be really awesome. Let's see what happens though. I want to see how many Myco Tyrants we have in the graveyard though. We have 1, right? 2. So there's only 2 more left in the deck. 25 cards left. Not great odds. Not great odds. Okay, that thins things out a little bit for us. Definitely thins a bit of that out. Sheltered by Ghost takes the Bailmerk, or oh, they take the Chamil. They got to take the Bailmerk, right? They can't let that attack in over and over. They got to get the board state a little bit cleared up here, right? Because I'm just gonna attack in with the Overlord, and you're gonna have to block. Okay, cool. That's a bummer. For sure, it's a bummer. Here we go, guys. We get multiple Chamil triggers. This is gonna be everything I've ever wanted in my life. Okay, here we go. It can't be countered, by the way. There's no attacks happening here. Let's just go ahead and go straight into the blinking. Let's blink the greeter one time. Do a little bit of milling. We get a land. Nice. Beautiful. We get the Chamil trigger, which finds me a really good card. Can I pay the ward? I sure can. I have 2 open. You're gone. I get to mill with the Bailmerk. Let's go. What do I want back, though? Because, you know, I do want a Myco Tyrant back. End the turn again. I don't want to keep milling myself out here. I only have 10 cards left, so let's just do this. And then let's get another Chamil trigger. Let's put that one in the hand. End the turn. I mean, it's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. Now, of course, I really wish we could have got that going a lot sooner than we did, but we're at the point now where we've only got 9 cards left in the deck, so we got to be careful, but it's GG's. Let's go, dude. What a game. What an interesting game. What a cool card this is, too. GG. Okay, opening hand looks good. We're keeping this one. Got a Quag Feast here, which can pick off something small early. The opponent, though, is on Omniscience, it looks like. This could be bad. This could end up being pretty bad. We actually don't have black though. Oh, you know what we do? I guess we play this first. We don't have a turn 2 Quag Feast, unfortunately. Or no, we could. I'm sorry. I was a little confused there. I was thinking about a lot of things at once there. I'm sorry. I'm back. I was thinking about the fact we're playing Omniscience, and I was getting a little bit tilted. Like, do we have any answers for that? But I don't think we do. So, and they got it in the graveyard already, so that'll do it. GG's. GG's. I have no graveyard hate, unfortunately. That's always like the most unfortunate thing about this matchup on any of my builds. It's just that, like, I have to invest something into hating on a graveyard, otherwise Omniscience will always run you over, and here it is doing just that. Green is good. Let's just, I don't know what the right play is here. I think what it is to play out the Awaken the Wood, or the Awaken the Honor Dead, because if we blow this up, then the Myco Tyrant next turn gets the free mills off of this, which, you know, triggers pretty heavy, pretty fast. So let's see if this lands. Like, even my removal stuff is not instant speed. The only thing that can blow up an Omniscience at instant speed would be my my snake, and I only have 2 of them in the deck, so finding that would be pretty difficult. Also, I guess I'll take this time to address, I did see, like, I went through my comments the other day for the first time in a while, and was kind of just glancing over them and just reading them, and somebody mentioned on the, what was it, the teamer build I did, like, you don't like Omniscience, but you like this. Let me make something really clear. There's a reason why I don't like Omniscience. Like, it's because of the ability to perform the act of getting Omniscience back to the battlefield by turn 4 as consistently as it does. That to me is what's appalling. It feels like if you get an Omniscience into the graveyard and then you reanimate it by turn 4, and then you got to sit through a 20-minute thing of them just finding cards, dropping cards, finding cards. I get Vivi's a lot like that when the win con happens, but the win con is way more of like, you need to set up the proper steps for the Vivi and the Soul Cauldron and getting your creature on the battlefield and getting counters on those creatures. There's a lot more to it that's totally interactable. And unfortunately, the reason I don't like Omniscience is because you either have graveyard hate or counterspell. Like, those are the only 2 ways you're going to interact with those 2 things. It's not like it's impossible to beat it. It's just, I don't want to make every single one of my decks have something that exiles the graveyard or something that counters. Like, I want to do fun things and, like, you know, throw a couple removal spells like the Quag Feast in here and hope that, you know, in hopes that it, you know, is enough and you can get your game plan going. But we're getting really lucky right now, by the way. While I'm doing my entire speech about how fast Omniscience is, they are not actually hitting the combo. Myco Tyrant and Cloud of Darkness. Do we need any of those over what we have currently? I mean, they could end up taking... No, I mean, they could be running Get Lost. Everything in my hand is so good right now. I don't think I want to drop any of it. I really don't think it's worth dropping. All right, let's go ahead and get the Fabled Passage down. That way we can descend a little bit here for the Myco Tyrant. All right, and let's just get this in and flip it immediately. And then, I mean, we're presenting lethal here. If they don't find their Abuelo here soon, it's going to be over. I'm really shocked that their stock up wasn't able to find it that last turn. Temporary lockdown is a removal they have. Get Lost could be something they pull. Okay, so it's the River Regent. At this point, they're almost halfway through their deck, right? So finding an Abuelo at this point seems imminent. All right, let's end the turn. All right. Did we lose? Is it over? Yep, they're touching the graveyard. GG's. G to the G's. All right. And unfortunately, we do have to reward the opponent by not sitting through this and just concede. I would like to make the opponents have to actually work for it and, you know, pull the combo, but we want to save the time and we don't want to sit here through the whole thing. So we'll concede if they end up having it. Yeah, they do. GG's. Nothing you can do about it. Instant speed removal, like I said, if we would have got our snake onto the battlefield, instant speed there, we could blow it up in response. But most of the time, if they've only got one omniscience in the yard, they've either got one of two things: another omniscience in their hand to play, or they've got the counter spell, Confounding Riddle, to counter whatever play I make. It's just super well insulated. The deck is great. It's the best deck in my opinion for standard. So sometimes you lose to it. It is what it is. Alrighty, opening hand looks green, black, blue. Okay, we're good. We're good. Making sure these verges aren't going to catch us off guard here. Yeah, we got good removal here too, and then 3. I mean, we don't have a ton of mill happening yet, but we have a lot of the key pieces here for closing games out. Let's see if we can do this. Let's go ahead and get down our forest. Let's not give up too much information here. Mono red. Okay, mono red. I do have removal early. I do have some life gain. This is possible. This is for sure good. Let's take it out. I was thinking, do I want to take that out, or do I want to take out maybe like a manifold mouse if it comes down next turn? But this is a pretty dangerous card. It's a little scary. Its passive damage it can deal just from swinging in for that one is pretty annoying. There's the manifold though. All right, let's get this in, gain some life because we're gonna need it. And then I'll probably force them into using that monstrous rage that we know they have. I'll make a block here. Oh, they play a nemesis instead. Okay, so are we willing to block a nemesis here, taking 3 but not being able to gain life the rest of the game? It's very tempting. It's very tempting because it's not like I have a ton of life gain, you know what I mean? And I can get rid of the nemesis for good because they're tapped out. This is tempting, man. I think I'm gonna do it. All right, no more life gain for the rest of this game. Let's surveil. I mean, it's a great card. I have another one in my hand though. I want to work my way up to this so I can blink this a bunch of times and just keep picking off all their creatures. So next turn I have that and I can take out the manifold mouse. Let's hope they play more bodies instead of pump spells. They do. You guys, you're saying there's a chance here. You're saying there's a chance here. Options. I think the body, of course, is the better way to go, right? We gotta choose the body that can block and remove something as opposed to an enchantment that can just remove something. Wow, they're drawing a lot of lands. Getting pretty lucky here. The fact they haven't found too many pump spells has really gotten us going here. I'm guessing that they didn't draw another. Okay. Why would you not swing in with the Hired Claw if you had a pump spell? Are you just willing to trade here? I'm going for it. I don't think they have it. The way they're playing this is so odd. I don't think they have it. Let's go. They have another land in hand. That's crazy. We're getting a Chamil though, and we got the rule next turn. Let's go, dude. Let's freaking go, dude. Yeah, I don't see them coming back from this. I know I can't gain any life, but I'm still at 15 and I'm about to pull off some of the bigger combos in the deck, so here we go. Let's see what they find here off of the challenger. The poor red player just can't find a break here. I feel sympathetic a little bit. I mean, I kind of do, man. Here we go. Blink our Y'shtola. Ooh, there we go. Gaining a little. Oh, I can't gain life. Just kidding. Let's surveil though. Might as well. We want our next Chamil to hit something for sure. So we get this, which is really nice. Let's do this again. Overlord off of that too. That seems good. All right. So we know that we're gonna get this, and then we know the Overlord's coming off the top next turn. Now remember what I said before too, the Overlord's impending cost is gonna go down quicker because we get the double end steps. All these end steps are really helpful. Burst lightning, sure. I mean, good luck to you. Is there... Okay, there's no... Trying to think here. Oh, you know what? I do want to actually do this. Let's drop you. And let's get back you. This should be fun. This should be really fun. All right, let's do this. Let's blink this a bunch of times. This will one-shot the opponent. All right, let's go in for 3. And we'll blink this. We'll get a couple more end steps. Oh my gosh, look at how many... Oh, and we get a Myco Tyrant. Let's go. We're going to get double triggers on the Myco Tyrant too. Okay, not double triggers because it came in second. But you know what? Double Chamil, Myco Tyrant triggers, and we get all of these insects. This is crazy. Let's play this. Oh my gosh. This is what we call like the perfect game. The perfect game. Oh my god. This is how we designed the deck to play. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Oh, they finally blow it up. All right, it's a little too late though, my friend. It's a little too late. Decline. We're just going into face here. GG's. And we got another one. I mean, just brutal. Just brutal, man. This deck is sick. Okay, this thing is really cool. I love when it pops off. That was wild. That was wild. All right, opponent going first, and we have a pretty bad hand here. It would be good if my Verge was active, but unfortunately it's not, so it's blue. I wish these Verges were priority of swamps. They would be really helpful in this build. Green, blue again. At least I have green and I have a tender. Actually, this is good. I can work with this. I can definitely work with this. Hello. Let's see what the opponent's playing here. Are we playing self-mill as well? Got some Golgari colors. Could be, could be. I do have the familiar off the top, which is so good against Beanstalk, so happy that's there. Let's go. It is Soul Tie though, which I didn't expect to see. Let's just do this. Try to get a land drop that activates my Verges here. All right, I do get a land drop that activates the Verges, but I also have more Verges. I'm actually gonna go for the sewers. Gotta go for the sewers, right? All right, we're in. Oh man, I did want to play the familiar to blow that up next turn. That's why I was kind of debating, but I think the Myco Tyrant's just fine if we surveil a land off the top and exile something from the graveyard. We'll be all right. I don't know if we're gonna win this one though. They're off to a really good start here. Beanstalk into Hauntwoods is literally something that will haunt my literal dreams because it's something they get every time. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna play the Myco Tyrant. And hopefully it's enough. I mean, they are on Soul Tie colors, but my guess here is that they're going to find Deadly Cover-Up. That's my worst fear is Deadly Cover-Up right about now. No way they run Gix Command, right? Nobody does that except for me. If I can end up blinking the Fangkeeper's Familiar a bunch of times, that would be really helpful. I could blow up most of their board, it feels like, but that requires a lot of things to go right. All right. Is this whenever they cast or when it enters the battlefield? So whenever it enters, or you cast a spell. Okay, got it. All right, we are descending with this. So should we just play out another Myco Tyrant here? Feels like that should be yes. And then we play a Greeter. Let's play a Greeter, see if they want to interact with the board here at all. They do have mana open, so Myco Tyrant isn't necessarily safe at the moment. All right, let's try to resolve it and see what happens. Let's see what happens. It's gonna land. I don't think there's any counter spells I gotta worry about, but I don't think it's gonna stay around for the turn. I'm guessing removal spells are gonna find their way down here to the board into the Myco Tyrant's face. The Soul Tie colors are really throwing me. I really don't know why they're in Soul Tie, but I don't know. I don't know. This town ain't big enough. All right. Out of all the things they could have done there, I guess that's not the worst. I mean, we're poking and prodding here our way into a victory, but they might gain some life here later. We'll never know. Another beanstalk. Oh, yeah. Here we go. What I need to happen is I need to find my Yustola off the top. Nope, didn't find it. I was going to say, find that off the top. Flash in my Fang Keeper. 1, 2, 3 mana left still. Okay, so not going to do that. We're just going to flash in the Fang Keeper here. Take out the beanstalk. At least one of them. And then hopefully we top deck the Yustola and blink it and take out the other beanstalk. That's the goal here. That's totally fine. Drawing 2 cards though, it doesn't feel great. I have to wait till the last minute though, because I can't have them, you know, I can't have them taking out the familiar here. I need it to be able to get blinked. And I think I should actually take care of the Haunted Woods now that I'm thinking about it, because it's coming down as a creature this turn. So I think that's the move. This is not looking good though, guys. I'm gonna be real. It's not looking good. I can blow up the Shieldred too with this. Wait a minute. You're saying there's a chance. Oh, it's such a slim chance though. 2 mana open with the full grip of cards in hand. Please tell me this will at least work for a turn. Give me something here. Oh my gosh, it looks like it's gonna go off. Okay, beanstalks are gone. They no longer have any more card draw. Oh my gosh, let's go. Familiar. And then next turn I have this, which can pick off any big creatures they may want to play here. And I can keep blinking the familiar every turn to blow up things like the Virtue as well. It really comes down to how much removal they have on the field, if they can deal with me or not. So far, all we've seen is a bounce mechanic. That's not exactly helpful for them. They could blow, you know what? They actually could do the Shieldred flip here and then blow up the Rule, right? How much does that require, though? I think they've got it, right? Yeah, they do. Only if 8 or more cards in their graveyard. All right, well, there goes the Rao. Dang it. All right. Dang it. That's pretty good. No way to save it, right? All right. I was trying to think of a way out of that, but there was just no way to do it. Each opponent discards 3 cards, then mills 3 cards. Oof, that's pretty brutal. Please give me something good here. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay. Well, let's mill a card. That would have been really nice to pull. Okay. That would have been really nice to pull. Oh, what a bummer. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and create a bunch of Myco Tyrant bodies. I say a bunch, it's just 2. But it's enough. It's enough to really threaten the board here and maybe close the game out. Oh boy. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we definitely have lethal. They have to blow up the Tyrant. Man, we were close. We were really close to making a really sick comeback here, guys. So close. And then the opponent's going to just steal everything from us with this, unless we get a way to remove it. I mean, that's a sick card, but this takes everything, right? Put all creature cards from all graveyards onto the battlefield. That's so good. A Fang Keeper. Okay, I didn't expect that. Did not expect that. They counter it. Nice. Wow. All right, well, that's gonna do it. We'll see them actually bring everything back. Very well done. Good game. Good game. You got to respect it, man. You got to respect it. I haven't been beaten by a Shieldred in a minute. We had answers, just didn't find them in time. We had the Awaken, man. Imagine if that switched, if the roles switched there and we drew the Awaken and didn't draw the Fabled there. We take out the Shieldred, we would have been okay. Fun game though, man. Really fun game.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.